want just a half ounce easier, you would have to do. When I check out the Mills Brothers, I'm a music fanatic. And when I check out the Mills Brothers, first time in all those first time
in spot for now.
Yeah, they had those come there here. And when I check out the purpose, the reason is because that is showing the white man, it's an indication showing the white man that so, me not so black, you know. Chance, man.
Yeah, give me a record,
man.
You want to reach there.
Yeah, buy to my record, man. Yes, come on, man. Come a great band, man. Yes, me come a great band. I'm not me reverse, man. Yes, me come a great band. Me see a great band, man, and thing.
Yes, it's a me bow, man.
That's the same thing. Yeah.
I don't want to be myself, I want to look like you.
Yeah.
I'm not satisfied with God.
But no, it has passed us slightly because Rasta rise up and Junior just come out, that's a bongo and it have got you and so on and so on. But the whole principal issue is that
put the microphone.
The black people here are succumb.
Remember white supremacy.
Yeah, remember you know? 1963, the Pope and the Queen and the Archbishop of Canterbury came together, 1963, and married two men in Manchester, England. And the Pope and the Archbishop of Canterbury, the head of the Anglican denomination, officiate the marriage. And the Christianity, Catholic, is the number one Christian denomination in the world with 850 million supporters.
Yeah, well, them say the majority of Catholic priests in America is homosexual, inclined.
Yeah,
well, them now do not check out here because them run Jamaica. All right.
It is clear. It is
all right,
clear.
Brethren, here we are here the reasoning. We want to go to where the Coptic Church. What is the purpose of the Coptic Church at this time? You know, to where we are going. How the one them decides? How the item going to make a change? Because it seems as if the item want to get involved with the politics, and the item want to get involved with economics, and the item want to get involved. Well, tell me the change what the item see in the item.
The change is not just we; it's we and the people. For instance, Luther, for the first time since 500 years through the Middle Passage, the black man, the black woman in Jamaica now have a benevolent institution with an economic independent financial commerce for all black man and woman, for they to support, to help them in this government, black government for the all. This account is in the Bank of Nova Scotia for the all to support, which is an enterprise, the first black enterprise for all black people in the world, must be and will be supported by all black government and black caucus organization on all individual black. For this revolution, the account number for this account is 39093 39039 39093 39464. Now, all who see to uphold the integrity of Ethiopia and the black government and see no more to support the white.
Yeah, so all we know is that the money they now go to demand them personal things.
Now, this
kind of guarantee, no, a man, a virgin, a youth, I listen to that now. I say, what? Our artists who are size them say, why should I give all $1,000 to all them money? The money look like the money out of well, does the money card them are so far and all everywhere. Why the money should I do that?
Well, this benevolent institution, not just overseen by me, the Abuna, or one man or two man, but it will be open, therefore open scrutiny for all to participate and make the best positive decision for the upkeepment of the black race. So, if there's any post looked to be distrust and character to be questioned, to they who would have felt such without character being questioned, they are welcome to hold that post. We do for certain let such a benevolent institution establish for the all in the name of the King of Kings. Now this financial enterprise is in the name of Haile Selassie, first theocracy government in the Bank of Nova Scotia. And they who see now for a changes from this Anglo-Saxon, which telling our people pure lie and taking oath to serve the Queen, we are not saying oath is wrong too much, for God himself have sworn an oath unto David, that according to the line of his flesh, he shall rise up Christ in the flesh to sit upon the throne of David. So we know that oath is a good thing when you are going to be serious. So like how we know Mr. P.J. Patterson and Mr. Edward Siaga, who denied the first black church the right to serve our own ancestors, Mr. Siran, to my mind, is just about 300 people in Jamaica denied us such right. Not even a dot of a percent in the percentage level where we are concerned as a nation. We are saying now, to avoid wanton...
And them never denied the racist Moran church.
No.
To be a part, the Mormon church to be a part of the whole
So
thing.
what's this showing you? That Jamaica system is apartheid. Full apartheid. So then, for the first time, the black man who support JLP with gun, PNP with gun, you now have a black government to point and aim your gun in the right direction. Now, to you rude boys, you're welcome. Marcus Garvey did prophesy of you, that they shall give you the gun. Now, you are Rastafari soldiers to stand up in vanguard for the defense of all those who come through the middle passage. And unto the herbsman, who the government are chasing you down like you're some criminal, this was the church they denied the right to worship all through because of herb. This church stand to defend all ganja man, wherever you are. Support this benevolent financial enterprise and to make it be one out of the best, to liberate you from suffering humanity.
I pray thee, Muta, if I say I will fight, I write. 1930, the coronation of Emperor Haile Selassie in Addis Ababa, Abyssinia. Then Edward VIII went there. His father sidestepped it, declared that him sick, George V. And when he returned, he declared to his father, Father, I will not accept the throne unless you free the black man.
Yeah, they already go through that already still, you know.
He said, when you free them, who work for you and your children, if the black man develop and know that he is to fight and he is to liberate, he must to fight and shed his blood for it. Because what them have in Asia, Africa and Latin America, the Englishman died for them to achieve it. So if I say I will fight, I have my illegitimate right. My brain have been developed and expand to know that democracy don't belong to I and you, Muta.
Alright, wait there. We understand. Well, I want to find out where the Coptic, how the Coptic church, or the item do want, how the Coptic church going to go about bringing about this vital change that the item do.
The vital change of these people within the Coptic church, it is just history repeat itself, Muta. Where the society running away from.
I tell you, this vital change, Muta, there is a constitution that presented.
The item of a constitution?
Yes.
A manifesto?
Yes.
Not the church. Which part it there?
It is right here.
The item of it as well?
Yes, I. Now what I'm saying to you, Muta, this manifesto never presented by Rastafari Virgin by any premeditative thought.
Mm-hmm.
It were being asked for by Edward Siaga through the Queen of England. That if there's anyone in the island have any sane alternative
to which she have,
to which the IMF have put the nation through, they must come forward with an alternative policy.
Yes.
And they will only receive it from one who is coming through a wedlock family through a registered entity. I and I make intercession to all mansions of Virgin to assist us morally, financially, or in whatever way. All mansions say to us in Judah, now Judah, we are not going to help you, for we know when you done this thing, they're going to hang you like Paul Bogle, and we does not ready to die. I pray thee, I and I, Virgin, exile ourselves in the church for 4 months and 21 days, night and day, and present a new deciphic of a drafted constitution, which the name of it is Fire Cap, to the House of Representatives, 1987, the 23rd of July. It were being unanimously accepted, and we and the government, the Labour government, go through a policy debate. We agreed upon 99 points and disagreed upon one. The one we disagreed upon, Mr. Siago did want us to use white rum or wine or mint or grapefruit as an incense in our church. And we said no.
Alright, wait, stick up in there.
Yes.
The I and the government sit down.
Yes. In parliament with the guidance of Carl Ratchett, the now Minister of Justice.
And reason about the manifesto.
Yes, my lord.
And everything where
agreed upon 99 points.
Alright, tell me now. Tell me some of the point them where the government and the item agree upon.
No injustice. Justice for all. Our people to have 300 years of reparation, which the Queen agreed to pay our people.
Alright, wait there. Wait now. The government at the time agree with the item about that these things.
Yes, my beloved. In Parliament, under the supervision of Mr. Carl Ratchett, which is the now Minister of Justice.
Alright, you see to me, make I throw the eye something now.
If
it was the GLP at the time?
Yes.
Alright, if the GLP and the Coptic Church agree upon 99 things, and the only thing they never agree upon was to burn orange peel and them something, that means I don't see no difference between the item and the GLP.
Well, what we are saying, as a nation people, which not defending the vulture, but the culture, we could not step away from the culture to defend the vulture. For if I, as the Abuna, did say, okay, we are going to put aside herb, which gave them the authority to massacre all
So them they agree upon the herbs business?
One way they agree. Here the way they agree. Now, Abuna, we just cannot free the herb give to you like that. We are going to give you a Bill of Rights signed by Her Majesty the Queen of England and the Governor General and the Senate and the House of Representatives. You are free to put together your own political party to compete against Labour and PNP. And if the people of Jamaica give you the mandate for this black government, then you have the right to change the law of the country where herb is concerned.
No, and that may ask I know.
Oh, anyway, what to say?
No, may ask I said. I said that the GLP and the Coptic sit down and them agree upon 99 different things. But the only thing that them never agree upon was the burning of orange peel.
No.
Herbs. Yeah, the burning.
They disagreed upon that.
Yeah, so there's only one thing them never disagree upon, and it's the herbs. So I say no.
No, it's only one thing they never agree with. Was the herbs.
Was the herbs. That's what I said. The only thing they never agree upon is the herbs.
Yes.
So I say no. If the item and the GLP them sit down and agree upon 99 different things, I don't see no difference between the item and the GLP. Because wait there, I can show the item 99 things where I as a Rasta could have deal with them wouldn't agree with. So I don't know how the item could have sit down with the GLP and 99 things GLP and the item agree with.
Well, the reason why they disagree, the conspiracy that...
No, we're not talking about where them disagree upon, We're not talking about look at one thing,
Yes.
We are dealing with the 99 things. So may I say no, as a Rasta, how the item, what I like tell the item, when the item say GLP agree with 99, I mean, I as a Rasta now, sit down as no, I could have tell you 99 things as a Rasta where GLP and PNP wouldn't agree with.
The first thing they agree with, when we pointed out to them and show them the gross malpractice by taking our people from who are responsible for them and taking them to another people who doesn't responsible for them in that financial way. And there is a way that who responsible for them does not abandon but decide to do
reparation.
Naturally.
Right. Tell us some of the economical things in the country where them agree with the item.
The economical things which they agree with I often, horticulture, Culture was the first thoughts of man. Ministry of mining. Mining, for we have minerals, which we show today we have in the land. And
it's all in the manifesto.
It's all manifesto, Muta.
You see, I try to understand.
Everything.
You see, I try to understand this thing, you know. I try to understand, say. I don't say I could have write a manifesto for Rasta, and the PNP and the GLP agree with the majority of the things them, because I can really think on enough things.
Muta.
No, whether or not it's word or Muta or not, you know, it means that the I them and them is the same thing.
No, one of Muta. What must know Muta?
You have to be human, because although you are brutish, you still have to make the people consider you human.
Oh, all right. So them just agree because it's a thing.
Yeah. The manifesto is that here.
But them really not really into it then. That's what you say.
Say that.
Oh, all right. I've already had them, I say no.
And again, and having most of the virgin from before my times, usually say they are non-politically, they are non-violent.
Yeah, but I them knowing that. Yeah, we know non-political and non-violent. Yeah.
So my beloved, within the fullness of integrity, seeing that it was the Queen of England who agreed for what black people doesn't know, that the new austerity measures of plan which Mr. Siago presented in 1983 and bring Jamaica government a one-man thing, him re-enslave our people and take them from who were responsible for them and bring them uncle upon a barren level. No, we said no. When Mr. Siago did that, he said the reason why I'm doing it because him and Rasta sleep in a bed. And I communicate to Siago and say, no, me I not sleeping in a bed. So we are going to show you how we dance. And I put our thing in writing to show the reason why we now bow to Euro, America, post-colonial Westminster model. And with that, to show that it's a throne of Judah we represent, we have something documented here which we call the American into the worst disgraced as priests who said the Bible cannot change, and now we see them change it. Muta, take this, Muta.
I would just like to expound upon Bongo Black Art just in relation to biblical representation of the facts. In proving that His Majesty within a biblical point of view is the King of Kings and the returned Christ, because as I see Acts 2:30, if I could read it for you.
Verse 30.
Acts 2 verse 30.
Therefore, being a prophet, and know that God has sworn with an oath to him, that the fruit of his lands, according to the flesh, he would rise up Christ to sit on his throne. He seen this before, speak of the resurrection of Christ, and his soul was not left in hell, neither his flesh did see corruption.
I could stop.
Check out that the crystals. Who the man are the
I did just really
yes.
say.
So
Christ will rise up and sit up on
David's
throne. Yeah.
So that is a proclaimed fact within the Bible that I accept. Alright, this is a Bible written by the American Bible Society.
Right.
And it is a red Bible, and Acts 2:30 quotes. He was a prophet and he knew what God has promised him. God has made a vow that he would make one of David's descendants a king, just as David was. Now, to the eye.
Let me see.
No, this is a Bible that's
Acts
supposed to.
2:30.
Yes, I.
The same, supposed to be the same chapter,
Yes.
same verse.
Yes.
He was a prophet and he knew what God has promised him. God had made a vow that he would make one of David's descendants a king,
Yes.
just as David
Yes.
was.
Is it the same thing I say?
Therefore, being a prophet, I know that God has sworn with an oath to him, that the fruit of his line, which is the descendant,
Yes.
just as David was.
Yes.
Fruit of him lines there. Alright, tell me what is the difference that I see?
Yes, the difference between those two acts verses right there now. One is emphasizing, one clearly emphasized that when one go identify Christ in his Iowa, one must cite him on the throne of David. Within the flesh, as pointed out in Acts 2:30.
Yeah, what the other one say?
And the other one does show say a king shall born within the family, but the importance of that king in relation to the divinity of his majesty is not.
No, wait. Don't go so fast. He was a prophet. He who? He who?
That's right.
That them don't put.
All right, you can't read the 30 and understand it if you don't read the 31, you know.
Yeah.
I mean the 29.
Yes.
So you have to read the 29
Yeah.
for you understand what the 30 are saying.
Yeah.
So you cannot say therefore being a prophet. You have to start and say, men and brethren.
Yes.
Let me freely speak to you of the
Yes.
patriarch David.
Yes.
See? That he's both dead and buried, and the sepulchre is with us until this day.
for real.
No, you see that the thing there is a
Yes.
thing with me. From me, I read the Bible in Rastafari. It not come out of me. I mean,
Yes.
you have to look on it.
Yes.
You know it.
Yes, I.
All right, now.
Yes, I.
My brothers, I must speak to you plainly about our famous ancestor, King David. He died and was buried, and his grave is here with us until this very day. I know it's not different tonight.
You don't finish. You don't.
No,
finish.
I know it's not different tonight, you know.
Yeah.
The thing, all right,
Yeah.
now. He was a prophet, but the other one started therefore being a prophet.
Yeah.
And he knew what God has promised him, and knowing that God has sworn with an oath to him.
Yes.
God made a vow that he would make one of David's descendants a king, just as David was.
Yes. And what it's saying in that one.
All right, and that the fruit of his life, according to the flesh, he would rise up Christ to sit on his throne.
Yes.
To me, this whole one here plainly say Christ
Rise up again.
In the flesh.
rise up to Christ to sit on his throne.
Flesh.
So, this plainly I say Christ are going to rise, yeah, pan in the flesh. But this I say no, this I left you to figure out.
Yeah.
Which one are David?
Yes. And this is the conspiracy within the biblical context of the
Yeah,
different
it's I figure out
societies.
which one are David,
Yes.
son them.
Yes.
I go see it.
Yes.
But this one page they say it's Christ, I go
Christ,
see it.
definitely. So they want to point you away from that.
Psalm 57 now.
No, we don't want to read up the whole heap of Psalms there right now.
No.
We want to go. It's just the brethren that try to bring a clarification. Yeah, no, the brethren.
Clarification of the biblical representation of the facts.
Yeah.
Define
Alright, so when the eye, why the eye bring that to our attention?
Well, I would just like to bring that to the attention to show you the conspiracy within all levels of society against.
The eye say no that even though them tell you say the Bible can't change because of it, them bring it and change.
Proof.
Alright. There's a brother in England named Enoch Paul.
Yes.
I don't know if they ever hear about Enoch Paul. He was a big politician.
Yeah.
When I man just started that, I man say Enoch Paul is the first man to say black people must leave England. That I man even do a tune say it's not good to stay in a white man country too long. And Enoch Powell didn't know that everything will get a blow.
Yes.
Alright now. Enoch Powell the other day say that Christ, God, is not a supernatural thing. Right? And him going over to show us that Christ never did crucified on the cross.
Yes.
Alright, now you have some priests, Roman Catholic priests, that say them no believe in a supernatural God.
Yeah.
And them no actually preach that. From for them pulpit. Now the reason why I say that is for there I say no, say them a claim say it things can't change. Well, we know say them change and
this is living proof.
And bring it where it bring us up.
Yes.
So when I say even within the context of the Bible, Rome come and switch round things and bring round things. And I said, no, but I show because even to this day, you know, as I show, I know, within the context of that now.
Finish reading the Bible. I don't finish. If I could read Psalm 87.
It's not no, pain not knowing it's dead.
Yes, I.
You know, see it. So